Hello and welcome to From Practice to Placement, your go-to resource for GPs and clinic leaders who are navigating careers and recruitment in Australia. I am your host, Gemma Goff, a former award-winning practice manager turned GP recruiter. We dive into real talk, expert tips and everything you need to build a thriving career or general practice here in Australia. So let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of From Practice to Placement. My name's Gemma Goff. I'm here to talk to you today about several conversations actually I've had this week with GP supervisors, clinic leaders and GPs considering moving into the supervisor space. We've been talking about incentives, motivations, all in the name of supporting the overseas GPs that are looking to come into Australia and work at the moment. So we were talking about sort of the traditional incentives, which might be the lower service fee or higher billing percentage, a CPD allowance so that they can go on courses, allow them the time out of the clinic without any financial obligations or concerns. It might be that at the moment the GPs are expected to work, weekends and evenings, and they would prefer not to. So you might allow them actually to drop those sessions and just work during normal hours. A funded break is something that I know practices have offered. So a GP supervises all year, and when we talk supervision, this could be registrars, medical students, IMGs, the VRs, GPs that come in, any type of supervision roles. So they've funded a trip at the end of the year as a thank you for the GP and their family. There are things in-house that you can do, help with the admin support. Perhaps you've got somebody who works in administration that could perhaps lighten the load for the GP when it comes to some of the admin, or the nurse can support them with that. So there were a few sort of ideas that we were throwing around and discussing that were in the traditional sense. And then it made me think I was going to jump online and have a look and see what data I could find, what statistics there might be about motivations for supervision and what keeps a GP wanting to supervise. And actually the data was really interesting. So the RACGP had done this survey quite some time ago as it happened, so I'm sure the data is probably a little bit outdated now, but it was just 93 supervisors had been asked the question, and 45% of supervisors said that they enjoyed teaching, that it was a genuine pleasure to be teaching during that. Now as a leader who's always enjoyed teaching and mentoring, and that doesn't surprise me, because once you're in the role and you see the benefits of doing that, there's no turning back. 35% of the doctors said that teaching adds variety to their workload. So, mix it up a bit, throw in some curveballs. I hear from supervisors all the time that actually being a supervisor makes them a better doctor, because you always have to be on the ball. You have to be abreast of changes. You have to be knowledgeable about the industry as a whole, because if your trainee comes to you with a question, there's that feeling of I don't want to feel like a nana and not know the answer. So there's adding that variety, spicing it up a little bit. 51% of them said that they felt that it was their duty to give back and to contribute to the development of the next generation of doctors. And again, I would completely support that. I think there was a time when you as a GP would have needed to have supervision. And so there's almost an unwritten rule, a bit of an obligation that you would then give back when the time is right. So, I appreciate that GPs are so incredibly busy. And the thought of taking on some more responsibility is just too much. But have real good conversations with your clinic leaders, your practice managers, and work out how this can work, because it can work. I've run general practice clinics and we had lots of supervisors, we had medical students, registrars, IMGs, non-VRs, VRs, a real mix within the clinic. So you can make it work. So have conversations with your clinic leaders, be open and honest about what your expectations are, how you can help the practice. You might start with medical students, just one day a week and see what that looks like, and then build up over time to be in a full-time supervisory role. So I just wanted to jump on here and share that information, because I thought it was really interesting that the data from those that are actually in the supervisory role, it isn't the money or the flexible hours that have incentivize them or keep them doing those GP roles. It's far more than that, and actually that was really lovely to read. So as always, hit the subscribe button and head over to my LinkedIn page if you haven't yet followed my page for lots more information, daily posts, if you need any help with recruitment, leadership, anything at all, you know how to get me. Thanks. Bye. Thank you for watching this episode of From Practice to Placement. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an update. I'd love to connect with you. You can find me on LinkedIn at Gemma Goff. Follow my page and subscribe to my LinkedIn newsletter for regular insights into GP recruitment, relocation and sustainable workforce planning. Whether you're a GP exploring your next move or a clinic leader building your team, I'm here and happy to help.